see all of you here. I'm sure you guys are excited to see certain Super Sentai actors that are here with us. Monitoring the panel is me, Marcos, also known by Marcos Satsu. We also have...
I'm Josh Perry, Tokyo Topics, at Living Ranger Key on Twitter.
So, do you guys know about a little show called Kaisuo Sentai Go Kaiju? And Jetman. Both very, very awesome shows. So with us we have...
I am Rika and I do the transition. I get really nervous in front of everybody, so bear with me. I'm not enough. You're great, you're awesome! Thank you. So, is everybody excited? Are you guys excited?
Oh yeah!
Oh, here it comes.
Gentle, 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 huh? Let's go, USA.
For anybody else? Any other music? Yeah, not sure.
I'll do it.
I want to tribute.
Thank you. That was amazing. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I never did that music do nothing, so glad that they did. It worked out.
Wow, that was really cool. I'm about as speechless as you guys are, honestly.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, we want to ask our favorite actors here. Now that both of you are here, how do you guys feel about being a Power Morphicon?
Big size. I'll make it size.
Everybody's so hot, so just you can feel the energy.
来てくれてる皆さんもすごいホットで。
Like the people that are here is like super. You can feel the energy that you guys. Serious.
若い子もホットだね。Alright, so before coming over to America, did you know how big of a fan base for Super Sentai there was in the United States?
大ファンこんなに。
いや、全然。アメリカはさ、パワーレンジャーとかさ、あれメガフォースあるから、日本はいいかみたいな感じだと思ってたの。別物って。
So, you know, you guys had the Power Rangers, so he was like, probably don't really need Sentai space. So it was a surprise.
I'm sure
いちゃったよ。あ、そうなんだ。
So, can you explain to us how the audition processes were like? I'm sure it's different between both Jetman and Gokaiser. You can tell us a little bit about that.
それぞれのねオーディションとお互いに似たようなところがない。
はい、そうね、ジェットマンは1991年の作品なんですけども、
This Zetman is aired in 1991.
戦隊シリーズが、初めてゴレンジャーっていうものから始まって、まあ、その前からジャックラー電撃隊とかなゴレンジャーが日本でシリーズが始まってそれを見てた小学生の時にゴレンジャーを見て育ったので戦隊シリーズという認識ではあったんですけどまさか私が25歳の時にオーディションを受けるとは24歳ごめんなさい24歳の時にオーディションを受けるとは思ってませんでした。
So, Anne has the Power Ranger, and he was watching elementary school. And when he turned 24, he never thought of actually being in the Sentai series. So he was very green.
ちなみに俺はガイさんがオーディションをしてる時3歳でした。
So when he was auditioning for Guy, he was 3 years old.
分かっちゃう。俺も話す？
オーディション。
俺は11年前に行ったオーディション。
So he auditioned 11 years ago?
それでオーディションの時に5人並ぶんですよ。
So during the audition, there's five of us that will line up.
で、レッド、ブルー、グリーン、レッド、ブルー、グリーン、イエロー、ピンクで並ぶんですよ。
So according to the colors of red, blue, green, yellow, pink.
で、5次審査ぐらいまであって。
So there's about 5 callbacks.
で、最終審査の時に俺だけずっと変わらないんですよ。
So all through the entire audition, only he was the one that remained.
で、
Everybody else
他はチェンジされてて。
didn't.
これで俺落とされたら、もう東映に殴り込みですよ、こっちは。
So if at that point, if he was, rejected, you wouldn't know what to do.
東映ペ。でも、あったからよかった。すごくよかったし。
You would have been mad at Toei. But overall, he was
で、その帰り道、オーディションの帰り道、迷子になったんですよ、僕、ビルの中で。
So before, when he was leaving, he got lost in the building.
で、たまたまいたグリーン博士が助けてくれて。
So just randomly, the person that played the Hakase found him and led him to the exit.
その時になってるの知らなかったんですよ。
Oh, and then he didn't know at that time
だから運命の出会いで。
that it was destiny.
博士
He said, "You're lucky."
でも公開者では俺が助けてます。
So in Gokaija, I'm the one that saved him.
はい、以上です。
So we know that two of you guys got to work together on the Jetman tribute episode, Kaiju. So what was the experience like working together on that?
一緒に公開者の28で一緒に共演でどう思いますか？
でも僕は見てたんですよ。
So you watched him the entire
あんま覚えてないけどさ。
He doesn't really remember much.
でもやっぱ雰囲気からしてすごい人なんですよ。でかっこいいし。
Just the aura is.
今褒められてるよね。
褒められてる。Like he's like, am I being praised or am I?
めちゃくちゃ緊張しました。
He was very, very nervous when filming with them.
豪快ジャーに、出演が決まった時にまず衣装合わせから始まるんですけども、なぜかね監督と中澤監督だったね、監督とスタッフがむちゃくちゃ緊張してて。
So when they were doing the, you know, the outfit testing and, you know, different,
なんだろうな。
they were, the director, the staff, everybody was so nervous that they were like just awkward the entire time.
だから逆になんで緊張してんのっていうような感じで私も思いますね。
ちょっと怖いですからね。
So he's wondering, why is everybody so nervous? And then he goes, because, you know, you're kind of scary. You're intimidating.
すべてね、衣装に関しても、いろいろ若松さんの何か注文がありましたらどうぞ言ってくださいっていうふうに言われまして。
So during the costuming, the staff was like, if there's anything, you know, Wakamatsu-san wants on the outfit, I'll style it, please let us know, because we know.
まあ、ジェットマンの、1991年の時と同じようにいろいろとディスカッションさせていただきました。
So he wanted to kind of recreate the 1991 outfit, so that's how they worked it out with staff.
スタッフが全員ジェットマンを見てた世代らしくて。
So the entire staff that was, you know, filming his song every episode.
みんな3歳とか。
So everyone's 3 years old?
学生時代に
スタッフが3歳。
No, it's when they were students. Okay, 3 years old.
はい、続きどうぞ。
So I wanted to mention, since we're at Power Morphicon, of course we gotta mention Power Rangers. Have either of you watched or known about Power Rangers? I know one of you mentioned about it, but have you seen like Mega Force or anything like that?
アメリカのシリーズ。
ムービー見ました。
So the theatrical, the movie version.
あ、映画のやつでしょ。飛行機で見た。飛行機で見たんですけど、字幕なくて。
Oh, so he watched it, but there was no subtitles, so he had no idea what was going on.
雰囲気消しちゃう。
So he just absorbed it, just the feeling of it, not.
すごいクオリティ高かった。
But he's seen the movie and then, but he hasn't.
Oh.
Show.
Thank you.
So next up, I want to ask Ryota. So, what's it been like to return to the character of Captain Marvelous so many times over the last decade?
今までいろんな。
そうです。1年間終わってから、ここから3年に1回ぐらい出てるんですよ、僕。
So after that 1 year of the, you know, the series, he kind of appears once every 3 years.
オリンピックより。
It's like an Olympic.
ジオジャと、そう。と、だんだんね、先輩じゃん。その前に先輩じゃん、ゴーバスター先輩じゃん。あとなんかね、スーパー対戦みたいな。
Super Tyson,
ジオジャと、
これ偽物のブラックボンド出てないですか。
あ、それまだちょっと待ってます。どうジオジャとゴーカイジャとニンニンジャと
Super Sentai-related. There you go.
あ、前回でもまだ
Sentai 最強のバトル。
あ、それ出て天候会社やってそれかなり前だけどスーパーヒーロー対戦と仮面ライダーやっちゃってあいつら弱かったあいつら弱かったあ、本当結構いろいろやってるんで
Like there's a lot of like different other.
で最近も本当に今年も全カイザーをやって
So he was also in this year for Zenkaiser.
すごいいつの間にか俺も年上になっちゃって
And then now he's like the oldest of everybody.
座る席があるんですよ、控えで。
So in like the where you know the waiting room or the break room, there's like a in Japan. Like I'm gonna explain it. Like in Japan, there's an accordance to higher like age and how long you're in the the
キャス
business.
トがね。
And so he's. 悪いよ。
あ、違う、座るとこがあって、で、俺がこう入ってきたんですよ。で、若いキャストがいて、前回さんとか、キラメイチがあって、で、俺がシュッて来たら、全員でパンと立ち始めて。
So when he entered the waiting room, everybody just stood up and be like, "Oh my gosh!"
こっちが緊張したって。
君たちは立たなかったよね。
Because when he came in, how you didn't guys stand up for me?
さすが解説。
Thank you! そういう思い出があります。
So that's kind of memory. And to be honest, it's actually pretty normal in Japan when a senpai comes in, everybody's stands up out of respect. So
後ろ。
Bushido.
ジャパニーズカルチャーの案内です。はい、終わりました。
So, since Zenkaiger was brought up, Toshihide, do you know that you were referenced in Zenkaiger in a certain episode?
Let me figure this out. It's a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be.
I think we all know the episode.
こう作品後輩の作品の中でこう自分の名前が出てくるっていうのとこういろんな会話で自分のことが出てきた。
遊戯ガイが。
いやもう二人。
あ、私と。
ね、名前が出てくる。
なんかこう。I'm so sorry, guys. Like. 地主を再現されたりとか。
ああ、前回じゃの話ですか。
I'm so sorry, guys.
ジェットマンのキャストみんな同意見で、あれを見たときに、まあ人の作品だからしょうがないけれども、別物だよね。
It's a totally different.
まあリスペクトされてればいいのかもしれないけれど、
As long as I'm being respected.
されてますよ。リスペクト。
Don't worry, I respect you.
Good.
All right, so I know we already touched on it a little bit, talking about the Jetman tribute episode, but for Ryota, growing up watching Super Sentai, how was the experience of just meeting all of the different returning actors during the production?
やっぱり戦隊シリーズを見て育ってまさかこういろんな後輩の戦隊シリーズにどう出会って。
いや、僕はそのなんかドラマ、僕はなんかボーカイジャーでいろんな先輩に会ったんですよ。
そうね。
So when he was doing his part, he met so many senpais. So
じゃあすごい勉強になったりして、
he learned a lot.
でなんかこうスーパー戦隊の歴史も学べたし、
So he was able to learn the history of Sentai.
でも若松さん、龍騎ガイとはもうなんかサーフィン行ったりとか一緒にプライベートで。
So after that, we got so used to became friends and they go surfing together, they hang out together.
彼のお父さんとも一緒に年代が近いお父さんがいらっしゃる。
Ryota-san's dad is about his age group,
2人しました。
his age. So all three of them would go surfing together, hang out together.
うちの親の方が近いからなんかそっちでそっちはそっちでやればいいんちゃうみたいな。
You guys live near by each other. Why don't you do your own thing?
一人でやるのさ。
And
彼がね、アウトサイドの方ね、乗ってるでしょ。グーフィースタイルなんで。
Oh, so when him and his dad go surfing, he's out in the, somewhere out there. Like, have you seen like in the, Goofy when he surfs? It's that entire same style.
その時に、彼のお父さんとずーっと喋ってました。
So when they're watching him do that, him and his dad, and Wakama-san and his dad were just talking,
結構ね、話の合うお父さんでした。
and they can both relate.
で若山さんどうですか、久々にこう公開者出たりとか、した時。
もうね、戦隊シリーズで育ったというか、いろんな作品で育ったので、もちろんジェットマンのご存知の方いらっしゃると思うんですけど、アクション、ライブアクションも自分でやりたがる人で、モトクロスレースとかね、結構やってたので、モトクロスだとかアクション、すべて自分で。
So everybody grew up, or he grew up with a lot of Sentais, and he was that man, and he tends to want to do his own actions. So he got into motocross, fighting scenes, and all that.
で、アクションチームがいるでしょ、ジャパンアクション、
There's
エンターテインメント。
a group called Japan Action Entertainment. They do all the stunts.
ブラックコンドルスーツアクターの大藤直樹さんは私と同い年なのですごく気があって、いつも一緒にいました。
So the suit actor for Black Condor,
大藤直樹
Naoki Ouchi, now they're like best friends.
業界者に出た時に、自分が信頼するスーツアクターの直樹大藤さんに、出てほしくて、ちゃんと私からオファー。
So when they were reprising the roles, he wanted the same stunt person to do Black Condor again. So he personally offered the role.
めちゃくちゃアクションが上手くて、びっくりしました。
They were surprised that he has long legs.
46歳でボケんだ。
もう46歳だった。
At the time, he was 46, and he was like, I can't believe you could still move like that when you're 46.
勇気をもらいました。
And he felt very confident.
今褒めてるよね。
He's like, are you sure you're giving me praise? Because
本当にうまい。
it's very good.
今でも動けます。
He could still move.
So before we move on to Q&A, we gotta ask, can you guys transform for us one more time?
OK。お願いします。お願いします。
Alright, get ready. He said, just looking back, it's kind of embarrassing.
クロスチェンジャー
出た。
background music.
ありがとう。
わかりましたよ。
そう流れてた
Did they play the live music with me? He's very, he has a lot of anxiety.
All right, we're going to go and open it up to the floor for some questions. We have people over there. None?
いや、
何をします
Q&A
あ、質問権決めかけるのが
じゃんけんですね。
質問です。Could you guys do me a huge favor? Could you don't machine gun question me because I'm trying to translate, so kind of like at a certain.
My question.
Okay.
Hi, my question is, do you have any fun favorite memories on set, such as, a stunt mess up or line flub or anything of the sorts?
撮影中に面白いエピソードがありましたか？例えばスタントがちょっと失敗したりとか、お互い役者でエピソードをお願いします。
ベンチが飛んできて
The bench flew at me.
白いタキシードをその時に着てたんですけども、
And at the time he was wearing a white tuxedo.
ベンチが、舞ってくるわけですよ、くるくる回りながら
So the bench kind of spins towards me.
頭にガツンと当たった瞬間に
So when it landed on my head,
ここに赤いものが
something red kind of fell.
それが分かってたんだけど、食いしばって立ち上がって追いかけるシーンをとりあえずOK って言われるまで続けました。
So when that happened, he realized, but he literally sucked it up and until it was said okay. When the director said cut and okay, kept on doing it.
その日の撮影がとりあえず、一段落全部終わりはしないんだけど、一段落終わるまで、とりあえず続けて、そのシーンだから続けて、うちのスタッフが近くの病院に案内してくれたんですけど、
So when at a certain point where it's like, the filming kind of
看護婦さんが若松さんって呼んでくれて、診察室に入って私の格好を見ての白いタキシードでちょうどね結婚式の新郎の格好をしてたので、ここを頭を押さえながら、血液がここに、染み込んでいるタオルをこう当てながら頭に当てながらこう入ってきた私を見て絶句してました、2人とも。
So during when the filming kind of calmed down and they were able to take him, the staff to the hospital, they were like, Wakamatsu-san. So they got called in, his name was called, and he goes into the exam room, and he was wearing that white tux. So, and he was holding like a bloody towel on his forehead, and
看護師さんと、お医者さん
so the doctor and the nurse was like, what is happening?
で本当は説明したくてうずうずしてるんだけど、実は撮影があってそういうシーンでちょっと事故が起こりましてって言いそうになるのも言えないから何も言えず、それを何か結婚式であったんですねっていう目で見られてる私がいるっていう。
So, since he's wearing the white tuxedo, he looks like he's a groom. And so he wanted to explain it really badly, but, they didn't really ask. But he's thinking that the nurse is thinking something happened at his wedding.
失礼しま
いや、僕の、嫁さんにぶったたかれたんでしょ、たかれたんだろうな。
Like they're assuming that, he got beat up by his wife. Because he's a guy.
いるよね。女性は怖いね。
Women are scary.
違う、そんな話。
Jip said.
その時に前日の夜からなんかかゆいな体がってなったんです
So the night before, he felt very itchy.
そしたら着いたらメイクしてこうパッて衣装着てだからなんか顔が真っ赤になってきて
So when he was doing his makeup and getting ready, he just realized that his face is red.
でジンマシンだったんですよ
So it was hives.
そしたらディレクターが本当のレッドになったね中止って言ってて終わりました
So,
本当だよこれ
so the director came in and goes, "You truly are red now. All right, cancel the filming. You're gonna go home."
その中止でした面白いこと言ったなと思いましたね僕は
You thought it was something said really funny.
以上です
The end.
Three. Thank you.
Hello, my name is John. My question is for you, Ryota.
Hey.
What was the stunt fight like with Basco?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
For Ryota, what was the stunt fight scene with Marvelous and Basco like doing all of those stunts?
Best.
Captain Marvel's thumb.
アクションいやなんかその一応この子供の見る番組っていう設定なので足刺したんですよ
Oh, so since you know it's a children's show and the character kind of stabs the others.
あの時は本当にびっくりしまし
So when he saw that, he was really startled.
た足刺した子供の番組でって
Because I stabbed somebody in the leg on a children's show.
だからやっぱりちょっとこうはみ出るぐらいその子供の番組っていうのを外れたぐらいの撮影っていうかお話がすごい公開時好きでした
So it's kind of a little off of a regular children's show, which is something new. And he was really, it was something new, great.
あとバスコの血が緑色なのはびっくりしました
And he realized that Bosco's blood is green.
赤じゃないんだねっつって
So he said, it's not red, huh?
以上です
Thank you.
Go on ahead to the next question. Hey.
Hi, I'm Francis Serker, and I've got a question for Toshi Hai. What was it like recording Guy Yuki's theme, Honu no Condor? Because in Jetman, Guy had his own theme, and the actor who played him even got on there. That's in 7.
夕日の中
Yeah, that one.
どういう応援してたあ、レコーディング
Recording.
なんだろうなあ、レッドじゃなくて俺に来るんだって思いました
Oh, it didn't go to red, but
自
it
分の歌があったんですね
そうです炎のコントルっていう
炎の今度赤いのか黒いのかどっちだよ
difference between red and black. But he was very surprised that it came to him instead of red.
です
Thank you.
Thank you
Hi, I'm a really big fan. A question for Wakamatsu-san. How was it that in the end of Jetman you were very rudely stabbed and killed? And then how were you feeling when they brought you back for Jetman? I mean for Gokaitan.
最終回ねそうねよく聞かれる質問なんですけども4ヶ月前にっていうかね よくメインライターの星木井上さんが、いつもミーティングという名の、ディスカッションをするんですけども、そういう飲み会をもう1年間ずっとやってまして、ガイ・シスという話がまず最初にあったんだけども、そこではまずガイが死ななかった。でもそのエピソードを覚えてて、どうせそういう話を持ってくるんであれば最終回にしようよって私が提案して、しかも何も全て平和になった後、全部やっつけた後に3年後、これ相手を地球人にしようよ、ガイを指す相手を地球人にしようよって言ったのは私です。
So when he kind of knew ahead of time, about 4 months before, the filming, he actually talked to Hoshiki Inoue, the screenwriter, and had, meetings and came out. And he wanted, at the beginning, Guy wasn't supposed to die. But they decided, why don't we bring that to the final episode? And after all the fight, after all the battle, all the villains are all gone and it's peaceful, and after 3 years, it's like a metaphorical scene where it's actually the humans that they were protecting was the one that stabbed.
なぜ人類に、ガイが刺されてしまうのかっていうのは、それぞれ見た人たちが考えてくださればと思って、平和っていうのはやはりエイリアンとかそういう人っていうか、そういう異星人のせいではなく、人類に託していかないといけないんだっていうのを見ている人たちにこれは思って想像していただきたいなっていうので、そういう話にしました。
So, at the end, when Guy gets stabbed in by humans, after walking from the beginning to the end, he wants the viewers to interpret why that happened, because it's, to reach peace, and how peace is, shouldn't be given, but, to be protected. And he wanted the viewers to kind of, in their own perspective, understand the significance of it.
ありがとうございます。
He gets asked that question all the time. It's always the final episode, Guy gets stabbed, how did you feel? So he's like, I'm just gonna leave it up to the viewers.
Well, firstly, thank you, both of you. But Sensei, this is mostly for Wakamatsu-san, but Ryota Gancho as well. Sensei is full of pure-hearted, good guy heroes. But Black Condor is more like Wolverine and more of an anti-hero, a little more complicated. How did it feel, and Ryota as well, Captain Marvelous is a bit of an anti-hero. How did it feel playing more complicated heroes in a series full of pure-hearted heroes before you?
仙台系で純粋な心の持ち主が多いですね。でit's like, oh, we're seeing.
純粋な心の持ち主。
いや、が多いんですけど。
賞金稼ぎだよ。
いや、海賊です。賞金稼ぎじゃないですよ。賞金稼ぎに狙われる人です。いや、違います。
It's like, oh, so you're in it for the money. No, it's not for the money. I'm the one that's wanted for money.
I'm pirates. でも心根はやっぱみんな綺麗な心を持ってる人が多い役が多いです。
So you believe that everybody has a pure heart deep inside themselves.
でも結構この2人は結構ちょっとこうヒールちょっとヒール。
ちょっとヒール。
ッド、
Yeah, we're kind of the anti-hero.
まあ、そういう意味では新しいタイプなのかもしれないね、戦隊シリーズで
So we're kind of the new thing in
外が登
anti-series.
場したの。
あ、確かに。
いや、俺は自由だっていうセリフがあるんだよ。
He said that, he has a phrase called, "Oh, I'm free."
やはりね、そういうふうに言っていた結城ガイの成長期だというふうに私は1年間思っている、ジェットマンの1年間。
So he's believing that Zetman is, guys, since he's not the typical hero, that he was able to kind of grow.
大丈夫ですか？
Okay.
Hello, thank you both for coming. I wanted to ask a question of Wakamatsu-san. Can you tell us anything about your experience of filming as a part of Shogeki Goraigan?
はい、衝撃ゴーライガンね、ゴーライガン、はい。衝撃ゴーライガンはね、ゴーカイジャーに出た、ゴーカイジャーの28話に私が結城ガイ20年ぶりにブラックコンドルに変身して、それを見たジェットマンのディレクターの雨宮啓太さんが、あいついいじゃないかっていうので呼ばれたのが衝撃ゴーライガンという作品。
So during the filming, or the reunion after 20 years, and the director for the other production, like, that's good, we want him back. He was very excited.
あいつまだ動けるなって。
He goes, well, he can still do it, he can still move, he can still pull it off.
動けます。
That's amazing, thank you very much.
Hi there. My question's for Ryota. I wanted to know, since your character gets to turn into all the past Sentai, is there a particular team you were most excited that your character got to wear their suit?
なんか作品中過去の戦隊に変身するっていう一番お気に入りの戦隊グループなんでしょうか。
お気に入りの戦隊。
自分が変身した。
ブラックコンドルです。
いい質問だね。
That was a good question.
面白い面白い。
Hello, this question is for Ryota-san. Gokaiger is known to have a lot of physically demanding stunts. Were there any stunts you did where you accidentally injured yourself or ended up injuring someone else?
結構撮影中にスタントとかいうのやって怪我したことありますか？
怪我したことないです。
Nope, he never got hurt during this.
でも一回銃でこう撃たれ返されるっていうのがあったんですけど、そこで弾着って火薬を入れてたんですよ。
So there was a scene that he gets shot, and each actor wears like a vest that has the not fireworks but sparks. Thank you.
があって、あってこれが予定のところよりずれてて。
So it was supposed to hit a certain target, but it kind of went off.
で本番用意カーンっつってシュッパンって打たれた時にもうずれててクッションがあったんですけどこれ守るそれがずれてて皮膚にパン。
So when they said action, the first shot, so it kind of moved off target, so it actually kind of hit him in person, not where the cushion is.
そして俺ちょっと撃たれたシーンだから本当に痛いと思ったんですよ。
So since he's being shot, and actually like that really hurt.
でうわーとか言ってたら全然痛くなかったです。
So, but actually it didn't hurt.
よかった。
for both of them. How often did you accidentally throw or break a prop?
撮影中に例えばこういう銃とかこういうなんか道具を壊したことあります。撮影中いじりすぎ。いじりすぎたり撮影中落としたりとかで壊れたっていう。
ないです。
He's never done it in my entire.
ないです、私も。
He goes never.
大事だもん。
Everything is important.
Thank you both very much.
Hello, my question is for Ryota-san. What was it like learning that in Zenkaiger there was a ranger based off of Gokaiger? And what was it like working with Mashiko-san in Senpaiger and the Gokaiger 2 Kaiser crossover?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm
so sorry. It's like really hard for me. Just
What question?
the first question.
Okay. What was your reaction to learning that there was a ranger that was based on Gokaiger in Zenkaiger?
東海山の元になった
通海さん。
はい。あるんだとどう思いますか？
いや、最初はその何も聞かされてないでテレビに出たんですよ。
So he wasn't told anything about it. So he went to go film it and it came on TV.
で次に海賊のゴーカイジャーの LINE があるんですよ、SNS グループ。
So there's like a, you know what line is, right? Line out.
みんなで、あみたいな。
Then everybody was, so they were in a group chat. They were like, what is that?
で、プロデューサーに連絡したら、あれ、パクった設定だよって言われて。
So it was supposed to be, so he contacted the, production. What is happening? He goes, oh yeah, it's supposed to be, it's a stolen concept.
だからみんなで、おーみたいな。
And everyone's like, oh, okay.
って感じです。Thank you. Thank you.
I believe we have time for one more question.
Sorry.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
レジリンとチンカイザーです。少し日本語をunderstand.
少しわかります。
仮面ライダー大好き。Sorry. Is there a favorite Kamen Rider?
好きな仮面ライダーってありますか？
そうね、少年時代に見てた仮面ライダーは好きですよ。そう、V3 までの間かな。
So, whatever he watched in the Kamen Rider series, so obviously.
俺はクーガです。ゴーカイジャー一番。Thank you.
Pretty much wrap up our Super Sentai panel here at Power Morphicon 2022. Give me a standing ovation.
Everybody try to get into the frame.